They banned my creepy scarecrows, so I unleashed a literal plague of birds that ruined their luxury outdoor living spaces. I run a small organic sweet corn farm on 20 acres. My land borders the Emerald Gardens community, a place where the lawns are manicured with scissors and the residents wear white after Labor Day. Farming next to them is a nightmare, but I was here first. Growing sweet corn has one major enemy: grackles. They are black, loud, aggressive birds that swarm in the thousands. If you don't protect the crop, they will strip an acre of corn in an afternoon. For years, I've used a combination of traditional scarecrows and kite hawks, those decoys that fly on poles to look like predators. They aren't pretty, they look like raggedy men on crosses and fake birds of prey. But they work. Then came Linda, the head of the Emerald Gardens Beautification Committee. She stopped her Lexus by my fence while I was checking the irrigation. Those things, she gestured at my scarecrows, they are frightening the neighborhood children, and they look tacky. It's not Halloween. They're agricultural tools, Linda, I said. They keep the birds off the corn. Well, they are visible from our clubhouse terrace, she sniffed. We're hosting the Garden Club Regional Mixer next week. Take them down, or we will file a nuisance suit for visual blight. We have a lawyer on retainer. I knew their lawyer. He was expensive and annoying. Fighting them in court would cost more than the corn crop was worth. Fine, I said. I'll take them down. But I'm telling you, you won't like what happens next. I'm sure we'll manage, she said dismissively. I spent the afternoon taking down every scarecrow. I reeled in the kite hawks. I left the field wide open, a buffet table set for nature. It took less than 24 hours. The local grackle flock, which numbers in the thousands, realized the predators were gone. They descended like a black cloud. But here's the thing about grackles. They don't just eat, they roost. And after they gorged themselves on my corn, they needed a nice, shady place to digest their meal. My farm has very few trees. Emerald Gardens, however, has beautiful mature oak trees, lining their streets and shading their precious clubhouse terrace. The swarm moved in. Thousands of birds filled the trees of the subdivision. The noise was deafening, constant screeching cacophony that started at sunrise. But the noise wasn't the worst part. It was the droppings. The Garden Club Regional Mixer was scheduled for Saturday. By Friday, the clubhouse patio was coated in a layer of white and gray bird waste. They pressure washed it in the morning, and by noon, it was covered again. When the guests arrived, the birds went wild. Dodging aerial bombardments, the pristine buffet was ruined. Linda was running around, waving a napkin, screaming at the sky. On Sunday, Linda showed up at my house. She looked tired. Her car was covered in poop. Please, she said, put the scarecrows back up. We can't sleep. We can't go outside. I don't know, I said, rubbing my chin. I don't want to cause visual blight. We will pay you, she pleaded. We will pay for the lost corn. Just make them leave. I handed her a bill for the destroyed crop and a consulting fee for pest control. She signed the check right there on my porch. I put the scarecrows back up an hour later. The birds moved on, but the smell in Emerald Gardens lingered for weeks. If you think nature always gets the last laugh, hit that like button and subscribe.